Channel. Today we're at Cardrona Golf Club, and today we're going to talk about 5 alignment stick drills that you're missing from your game that you need to implement to kind of improve your overall golf swing and generally become a better golfer. So if you've not subscribed to my channel so far, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you'll receive daily notifications of when I post a video and general tips that you need within. One of the biggest faults we see in golf is a lot of golfers have these sticks but they don't know how to use them. It's my job today to make it a little bit easier for you guys out there to understand how to use them. So we're going to talk about drill number 1 we can use, and drill number 1 we can use is to help golfers stop helping the golf ball up in the air. So a lot of golfers, if this is the impact position, a lot of golfers try and help the golf ball up in the air. The club head gets to the golf ball before the hands do. Watch this top end of the club kind of is pointing back at my right hip. What we're going to do is we're going to place the cane to the side of the golf club, and the idea is from there, what we're trying to do is we're trying to feel like the handle of the golf club moves forward and left through impact. So it moves left and around through impact. We don't want to get in this position because if we scoop, that the cane is going to hit my side of my body. So we want to get into the backswing position. From there, we're just getting our hands ahead of impact. We're keeping the gap between the cane and my left hip, and from there all the way through, avoid the scooping action. Golfers will get to the top of the backswing, they have too much hip slide on the downswing. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a cane kind of level with our left hip, and the idea is instead of our left hip sliding towards the target, we want to feel like our left hip moves around that cane. So almost in that position, so around that cane. Our left hip is moving around and back, so it's almost feel like it's moving back. I feel like it's moving back and past my left heel, almost in that position. Golfers, fault number 3, what we're going to talk about is swing plane. So what I want you to do is I want you to put the cane in the ground next to that resembles the angle you're going to swing on within your backswing. We see a lot of golfers, what tends to happen is their downswing gets a little bit steep, so the club wants to work out the way, shaft gets really steep. So what we're going to do on the downswing, we're going to take the club back. If you swing over the top end of this club is going to move in, the club head moves out. The idea, what we're going to do, we're going to feel like we're dropping the club more inside on the way back. So if you get a little bit steep, that's where you get a little bit over the top. What I want to do, take the club back. I want you to feel like your hands move a little bit more underneath the cane on the way through. So the hands are moving kind of closer to the body on the way down. It's almost a feeling like you're squeezing your elbows together. Get to the top of the backswing. We're avoiding over the top swing. We're swinging underneath this cane. That's a feeling to kind of implement. And now put this cane kind of along the ground, and same again, if we swing over the top, club's going to hit the cane. So what we're trying to do is we're going to try and feel like we're swinging underneath this cane. That's going to keep the club travelling a little bit from the inside. It's going to stop this tendency of the right shoulder getting a little bit too high, club a little bit too far to the left. So swing underneath that cane, almost in that position. That's going to help you achieve an inside path. Number 4 is a big one that a lot of golfers struggle with. It's known as early extension. So if you see the cane that's set there, that resembles the position of my pelvis and the position of my posture. So early extension is not necessarily a fault, it's a characteristic that a lot of kind of golfers like to use to create a little bit of distance, but this is a simple drill that you can use if you're wanting to combat that. So early extension, we know, if I was to put my tailbone right against the stick, early extension is when we get to the top of the backswing, our legs start to straighten, our pelvis moves forward, and our body early extends. So what we need to think about here is, how do I avoid early extension? I've done a video on this last week or so. We need to feel like we get into the fault to start off with. So if you stand really tall, that feels a little bit awkward. So this drill is going to help you keep your hips back, it's going to help you keep your pelvis back, load into your hip a little bit more. So the idea is we take the club back, we're trying to keep our tailbone on the stick. From that way, I get to the top of the backswing, I feel like my right pocket's still touching the cane. We start the downswing, my back's still touching the cane. As we rotate through, my right hip's moving from the cane, then it's moving forward. My left hip's going to touch the cane on the way through, and that's going to help me achieve a better path. So take the club back, club's still in position, right hip moving forward, staying back, left hip moving across the cane, and that's going to help us create an impact position. So there's 5 simple drills that you can use to hopefully learn how to use these drill sticks. So 5 tips, let me know your thoughts in that video, and also if you'd like to If you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks for listening, and post any questions below with regards to any topics you want me to discuss.